If you have a stain pad, it doesn't mean that it is dirty or unclean or can't be used again. It just means there's essentially some color left behind. There's nothing wrong with still using a pad that is stained. It's still functional, still an excellent pad to use for a very long time. But if you know that having stains on these pads is really going to bother you, then here are some tips to keep those stains at bay. The simplest solution, or at least what I find to be the simplest, is using some hydrogen peroxide. So when you're washing your pads, I usually recommend to do a pre-rinse and then a wash. So after your pre-rinse cycle, most of the blood and fluid has gotten out of the pads, and this is kind of where the stage where I now recommend doing your stain treating. And with hydrogen peroxide, all I do is I look at the pads. If there's areas that have like quite a bit of coloring left behind, I'll just take the hydrogen peroxide and pour a little bit on that area. I might try and leave it sit for maybe half an hour to let it do some job to like release those stains from the fabric, and then I'm just gonna wash as usual. For most people, that's enough to keep your pads either completely stain free or such that any stains are gonna be really, really light and barely noticeable. Now, everybody is different. Everybody's pH levels are different. Your water hardness level is different. The detergent, the washing machine, everybody's circumstance is different. So how much effort you have to put in to keeping your pads stain free can vary person to person. So some other options: if you have other stain treatment sticks, bars, solutions that you use on your other clothes, use them on your pads, rub them on the stain in between that rinse and wash. OxiClean is a pretty good stain remover as well. One good option that I actually used to do in the past, when I pre-rinsed my pads, I actually would soak them in an OxiClean solution and then just kind of wring them out. That served not only as my pre-rinse, but also it had a lot of stain treating ability, and then I just washed them as usual. If you find that you still have stains left after that, or stains that are going to really bother you after that, then just repeat. Eventually that stain will get out. Just avoid drying, especially drying with heat, before you have removed that stain, because if you use heat, it will set the stain and it's going to become way more difficult to remove. And lastly, if you know that you are the type of person that will not be able to tolerate any stains on your pad, then we suggest just looking for prints or colors that will hide any stains that may potentially be left behind. Something like an all black pad, one with a darker, maybe more busy pattern that will kind of camouflage any stains that might be left behind, or sticking with our polyester toppers like Minky and PK, because those fabrics are far more stain resistant than our others.